Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. I've got a little Callaway head-to-head here with two of their Pro irons. So we've got the Callaway Steelhead XR Pro iron, which was released early in 2017, against the very early or very recent release of the Callaway Epic Pro iron. Okay, so two irons with that word Pro behind them. So obviously, each of these irons have like a bigger brother in a way, which is the more sort of game improvement iron, a little bit more ball speed and distance. This is like the more compact version. Still quite a lot of forgiveness behind both of these irons, but maybe aimed at that sort of mid to low handicap golf who wants that slightly need to look, a little bit more playability, but still wants that little bit of forgiveness. Now, both these irons are 7 irons and both are 31 degrees of loft, so identical lofts here, which is still fairly strong for a 7 iron, even though it has that word Pro behind it. Now the Epic, there's a lot of talk about the Epic. Obviously it's just been released. There's a lot of sort of technology in there. Callaway is saying they've used a lot of premium materials in here, so the biggest difference between these two irons is the price point. Okay, the Epic is quite a lot more. It's a very premium priced iron against the XR Pro. So it'd be very interesting to see. I'm going to give you some feedback here, performance. Obviously, I've got myself set up on the 18th hole at Celtic Manor here. So I'm going to hit some shots into a green on the simulator. I'm going to see some, obviously, carry distances, some spin numbers, and maybe give you a little bit of feedback as to which iron feels, to me, a little bit better. Maybe one that I can feel I can control dispersion a little bit. Be interested to see what happens with spin and distance, because obviously say both irons are 31 degrees of loft. Okay, I'm going to use exactly the same shaft in each one, which is the Project X LZ in a 6.0, which is stiff. Both heads are 2 degrees upright, which is similar to my sort of spec. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to hit the XR Pro first, though as you can see it's got that darker finish here. I'm going to hit that first, and I'm going to swap over and we'll have a look at some numbers. Right, so we've got the XR Steelhead Pro in our hands here. So this is obviously, I've done a review of this on my channel already, so I might just put a link up above and you can go and check that out. Let's get this one hit first. So I'll put myself out at 183 yards from the flag here. So here's the first shot with the XR Pro, really nice shot right down the flag. Yeah, nice, and just pulled up quite quick as well, 175 carry. So a nice start there with the XR Pro. Just give this second one a hit. Yeah, a little bit leaky that one. Just found that right hand trap there. Okay, so here's the third shot here, just pulled it slightly, but it's hitting the green there. Good strike again. Yep, safe on the dance floor. That was carrying at 179. Okay, so I'm just going to hit one more with the XR Pro. Try and hit the green with this last one. That's a lovely strike. So last shot there with the XR Pro. Again, nice little strike, little soft fade. And just reaching the green there nicely. Right guys, so now I've got the Epic Pro in here. So I've took the same shaft out of the XR Pro, which was the Project X LZ in a 6.0, which is stiff. Now I've got it in the Epic Pro head. Okay, so as I'm putting that down by the golf ball now, it looks quite a similar shape to the Steelhead XR Pro. Maybe a little bit smaller from heel to toe, so maybe a little bit more compact that way. Obviously the finish of it is very different. So this has obviously got that sort of chromy, sort of bit more of a sort of classic looking finish on it really. Obviously the XR Pro is that dark finish on it. So this finish is very different, but the look is quite similar, I think, as I sit it down by the ball. Maybe just a little bit more compact in the Epic. Okay, so we're going to give this one a hit. So first one with the Epic Pro there, not a bad little start, nice solid shot.
just slightly left the green. Solid, take that all day long. So second shot with the Epic Pro. Again, not a bad little strike there, just slightly right of the flag, but again, take that all day long. Ooh, just come slightly short there.
So it definitely feels a little bit more comfortable in my hand, the Epic Pro. I'm not sure why, just as I put it down, maybe, I think it just feels slightly lighter in the head here, but it just feels a bit, probably a little bit more pleasing to the eye to look at for me personally. It probably just feels, I don't know, a little bit better balance, if that's the word. I think maybe what I'm feeling here. Let's give this one a hit. Yeah, it's another good strike there.
Okay, so another one with the Epic Pro here. Again, another good strike. Very solid shot, middle of the green. Feels lovely.
So I'm going to hit the last one with the Epic Pro here.
So last shot here with the Epic Pro. Again, another really felt good, solid strike. Is it going to get over that bunker there? Oh, that was unlucky. Just caught that bunker. It's quite tight, is that bunker there. Right, so let's have a look at some numbers here. So obviously got XR Pro against Epic Pro. So we'll look at club head speed here. So 93 against 91. So slightly more club head speed with the Pro, Epic Pro should I say. I sort of felt that, as I said, as I was hitting them, maybe felt a little bit lighter in the head there, so maybe that's where the speed come from. Having said that, the ball speed's a little bit less than the Steelhead Pro, so the Steelhead was coming off faster with a slower club head speed. It was quite interesting. Launch angle there, 17 degrees, so pretty much identical there. Spin number now, 6667 against 6260, so 400 revs lower spin with the Epic Pro than the Steelhead Pro. Not a massive amount, to be honest, but I think both of those are good numbers for 7 irons into that 6,000 mark. Maybe, you know, if I possibly say I might prefer a little bit of the Epic Pro, I don't know. It's not a lot in it there, to be fair. I'm trying to pick something out there, to be honest. Looking at distance here, so 177 carry against 177 carry. So as an average, very, very similar, well, exactly the same carry numbers. Now you got to we'll trace back here, so we're looking at club head speed and ball speed here. So a little bit difference of ball speed, bigger difference of club head speed, yet the carry is the same. So you got to think, well, why is that? So then we've got to look at the spin here. So yes, the Steelhead Pro came off faster, but it spun up a little bit more, so that just pulls it back a couple of yards. Whereas the Epic Pro obviously came off slower, but had a little bit less spin, which keeps it in the air. Keeps it going forward a little bit more, which then picks up a couple of yards. So they sort of counteract each other a little bit, and that's where you get an equal number of 177.
Right, so there you have it against the two Callaway Pro irons, the Steelhead XR Pro against the Epic Pro. So, you know, for me, both good irons. As I said in my review of the XR Pro, I did like that iron. You know, it does sit nice. I quite like that dark finish on it. Having said that, I think if I'm going to choose between the two on looks, I would go Epic. Probably I prefer that polished finish. I think the shape of the head is just a little bit more compact, which just suits my eye a little bit more. So in terms of looks, I think the Epic sort of wins it. I mean, looking at the back of it, I'll just try and give you a close-up here. The Epic has got quite a lot of detail there. I think the finish of it is really, really sort of top class against the Steelhead XR. But I mean, the back of it, the look of the back doesn't obviously affect performance, where you don't see that back as you present it down by the ball. Obviously, the technology under the bonnet in the back is obviously going to help a little bit on technology, but the actual look of it, in terms of the finish of it, obviously isn't going to affect performance. But I think the Epic for me is just edging it a little bit. I just felt a little bit more confident putting that down behind the golf ball, and I felt my strikes were a little bit better with that. But I didn't really sort of see that on the ball speed. But that doesn't bother me too much. We're talking 1 mile an hour here. I'm not fussed for 1 mile an hour. If I was a lot slower on my speed than 1 mile an hour, I'd be probably maybe think about that a little bit more. But as you can probably see there, that 1 mile an hour less, it still went the same distance as the one, as the Steelhead Pro with 1 mile an hour more. So it's not always, that little gains in speed isn't always necessary. It depends on how you spin it and how you launch it. But ultimately as well, how you like the look of it as it sits down the ball. So for me, slight winner there is going to be the Epic Pro. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do comment down below. Let me know if you've got these irons, or if you've tested them, you know, or if there's any other future videos you want me to try and do, then obviously do comment down below and let me know. Please do subscribe, it's free, you know, and then you get notified of any future videos, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.